More than 2 years after a local police officer died on the job, his wife and kids have yet to receive a dime in death benefits. When they finally decided to get Marty, KDKA investigator Marty Griffin uncovered something mind-boggling about that officer's job and hundreds of other police officers just like him.
Early September 2012. Dad and the kids on the front porch. It's off to school. It's how Dad did it every day. This would be the last time Hannah and Caden Waller would see their father alive.
I cry every day. My kids cry every day. I mean, do you know what it's like to have your children, you put them to bed at night and they say, I want my dad.
Dad, 53-year-old Vince Waller, was dead within 24 hours.
He was by himself that night. How long did he lay there before anybody found him?
Vince was found here in his office on the campus of Penn State McKeesport. He was police chief here for 10 years. Doctors say he suffered a massive intracerebral hemorrhage and a heart attack. He was dead within hours.
Law enforcement was his life. He lived and breathed his job.
The irony here, from the moment Vince Waller died, his wife has had to fight to prove he was a real police officer.
He had always told me, you know, if anything ever would happen to me, you and the kids will be okay, you'll be taken care of. And this would have been his worst nightmare.
It's called LODD, or line of duty death. LODD qualifies families of law enforcement officers for state and federal money, college tuition for kids, health care, cash for the widow. In Vince Waller's case, it's more than $400,000 for his family. However, nearly 2.5 years after his death, with Penn State refusing to answer questions about his death benefits and not a nickel given to the family, April Waller came to us.
You were like my last straw.
What we found out was astounding. Under current law, according to state leaders, Vince Waller is not legally a police officer and as a result does not qualify for death benefits. In fact, we found hundreds and hundreds of campus police statewide have not had death benefits.
It's really kind of tragedy for any of these families that have lost a husband and a father while they were working in the line of duty and they aren't being able to be compensated because the present law does not include campus police.
No one knows the specific numbers, but there have been deaths. Just last week, a state college police officer died on duty. Senator Kim Ward's folks are surveying every campus police department in the state, looking for officers who died and whose families never fought for their benefits.
It's scary because you wonder how many campus police officers across the state are not aware that they are not eligible for a death benefit.
And so none of them have death benefits?
They do not.
So the only way to get it done is to change the law right now.
You called, so we started to look into deeper, why, how can this be?
Here's what needs to happen. This week, a bill that passed in the State House giving police departments 3 years rather than 90 days to apply for death benefits will be amended to give those benefits to campus police.
How many of them have died in the line of duty and they were just told, no, you don't get a death benefit, and they didn't fight?
Vincent C. Waller, end of watch, 9/10/2012.
April Waller is championship caliber fighter. She has 2 kids to support, and she says a husband with a restless soul.
It's almost like his life didn't matter, if that makes sense. And I feel that he's not going to be able to rest in peace until this is resolved.
By the way, the money's there. The state has the money, federal government has the money, and these officers have the same certification as any city or county police officer. Also, I'm told they were not classified legally as police officers under law because when this death benefits provision was written, campus police departments didn't have the training and certification they have today. Also, April Waller will qualify if the new legislation passes. There's a 3-year window to apply for the benefits that's part of this deal.
That would be good for April, obviously, but the question becomes, will it pass?
Well, it passed in the House,
okay,
right? And I'm told this morning from senators and Republican senators that has great momentum. They honestly believe it could pass as soon as next week. So all of these officers, including April Waller's husband, will get their benefits. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal because there are a lot of campus police officers around. Yeah.
All right, Marty, thanks so much. And if you have a problem, email getmarty@kdka.com or call 412-575-2244.